Hello, I'm Robert Dakota with Worldviews Media.
And I'm Dave Sheldon with Road to Ruins, and we're here today in beautiful and sunny Sedona to tell you about a very cool upcoming event.
We'd like to invite you to come to Sedona and hang with us with some of the top researchers in the world for ancient civilizations. And many of these people are also working with Egypt for decades, like Dr. Robert Schoch,
Right.
Robert Bauval,
Right.
William Henry, and even Regina Meredith has been interviewing all of these guys. So she really has an in-depth picture of our ancient history as humans on planet Earth.
And the story, if you aren't familiar, has been changing. Where there's recent research that's coming out from these folks that's suggesting that a lot of these ancient sites, like the pyramids in Egypt, are far older than we're led to believe currently. Tell me a little bit about that. I mean, there's an upcoming book, right? Robert Bauval and Robert Schoch.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Robert Bauval and Robert Schoch have a new book coming out called Origins of the Sphinx, the guardians of the pre-pharaonic civilization. The historical understanding of the timeline that we know is really much older.
And of course, this has been in oral traditions for some time, but science is kind of catching up with things, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
That's exciting.
So the way these guys are researching and bringing forward the ancient information, we're understanding that our historic presence here on Earth is much older than what we ever thought was possible before, or what we've been told.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've got science coming together on these ancient sites to provide some insight into when they were built, who built them. I mean, what are some of the thoughts that these folks have on who built them?
That there were ancient civilizations that existed here long before we've been told.
Right. And these folks, I mean, they migrated all over the place in ancient times. We're kind of led to believe that there was nothing going on up here in North America for thousands of years, and then, you know, all of a sudden Columbus shows up and it's party time. Well, we're gaining some insight into the fact that it was party time a long time before Columbus in this place.
It's interesting you bring that up because Clifford, speaking at All the Wise Guys, has been making allusions to Egypt, Southeast Asia, all the Polynesian cultures, and the ancient lost continent of Lemuria or Mu. Those people had been visiting here in the Southwest for eons before we even suggest that there were actually people here.
That's exciting.
It's very exciting. And on top of that, when Bauval and Dr. Robert Schoch and William Henry bring in their information from ancient Egypt, which overlays with what was going on here in the Southwest, because Clifford says that he's identified connections to the ancient Egyptians and the ancient Lemurians to right here in the Southwest.
That's remarkable. So you get the father of the Orion correlation theory coming to Arizona to see how it's playing out here where we live, and all the ancient Puebloan sites here. That's exciting.
And to further explore the connections between the ancient Egyptians, other cultures around the world, and the Southwest, to show that actually the Southwest has been a crossroads for cultures across the world for eons. And that's kind of mind-blowing.
Big time.
Yeah.
It goes against everything we were told, but how about that?
Yeah.
You can learn a lot on your own and from talking to these people one-on-one, can't you?
Agreed. And that's where you came out with punk archaeology, right?
Right.
If you don't do it yourself, you might not find out the real truth.
You got to go DIY, man. In this day and age, you're not taught, do it yourself, and that's what we're doing.
So again, thank you, David.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, brother. It's going to be a great event.
Yes.